The bold and the beautiful, the cold truth. Poppy's final warning to Luna sparks a war that could shatter Spencer and Forrester alliances. Forever Monday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful delivers a gut punch that's been building for months. The tipping point comes not with screams but with silence. Not with forgiveness but with finality. When Poppy Nozawa visits her daughter Luna in prison, it's not a reunion, it's a severing. What begins as a conversation between mother and daughter ends with a cold warning that signals the beginning of a war, one that will drag in Bill Spencer, tear through the Forrester dynasty, and leave Luna more isolated than ever before. Poppy's message is simple: don't expect to be rescued again. But the consequences of that message will ripple across every major family in Los Angeles. Poppy walks into the prison visitation room with a look that's unfamiliar to Luna. Not amused, not exasperated, not fake concerned. It's cold, detached, calculated. For the first time, Luna realizes her mother didn't come to comfort her or plot her next move. She came to end the game. Luna, trying to keep a grip on her old manipulative charm, opens with a smile and a joke. Poppy doesn't smile back. Save it, she snaps, taking a seat. You've run out of lifelines. Luna tries to push back, but Poppy doesn't let her get a word in. She leans forward, voice low and sharp. Bill Spencer will not save you this time. He's done. I'm done. And if you think you're going to claw your way out of this mess with a baby bump and crocodile tears, think again. The moment hits Luna like a slap. For years, Poppy was her enabler, her strategist, her accomplice. When Luna drugged Will Spencer, disguised herself as Electra Forrester, and tricked him into bed, Poppy called it smart. When she was arrested, Poppy pulled every string she could, from seducing allies to whispering into Bill's ear, to get her daughter out of jail. She saw Luna's pregnancy as an asset, a chess piece, a ticket into Spencer fortune and Forrester infamy. But everything changed, not because of guilt, not because of conscience, but because the tide turned. Bill Spencer walked away. Steffi Forrester came home. And now, Poppy knows the game is up. You think I don't regret the things I let slide? Poppy says, her voice now trembling with fury. I created you. I gave you the tools to do this. But now, I'm the one cleaning up your mess. Luna's calm cracks. You said you'd protect me. You said we were in this together. Not anymore. The silence after that is heavy. It's the kind of silence that changes lives. Luna leans back, eyes narrowing. So that's it? You're walking away? I'm cutting you loose, Poppy says. There's a difference. That line draws blood. Luna's face twists into something venomous. You're scared, she hisses. You're scared because you backed the wrong side. And now you're trying to switch teams. Poppy doesn't flinch. I'm not scared of Spencer. I'm not scared of Forrester. I'm scared of you. The truth is undeniable now. The bond between mother and daughter, always fragile, has been broken for good. Poppy stands, ready to leave, but not before delivering the final blow. Bill's done with you. Steffi's out for blood. And you're pregnant with a child no one wants. If you were smart, you'd stop playing the victim and start preparing for prison. Because you're not walking out of here. As she turns and walks away, Luna is left shaking. Not with fear, but with rage. She's not used to being cornered. She's not used to being alone. But now, she's both. And she's dangerous. Meanwhile, across Los Angeles, the aftershocks begin. Word spreads quickly. Bill Spencer has officially severed ties with Luna. His silence is deafening. No lawyers. No statements. No more personal visits. When questioned by Katie and Wyatt, he simply says, I'm done cleaning up other people's crimes. It's clear that whatever guilt he felt about being Luna's father has finally been drowned by disgust. But the fallout doesn't stop there. Steffi Forrester is back. And she's back with fire. She walks into the Cliff House with Hayes and Kelly, expecting peace, hoping for healing. Finn's surprise quickly turns to hesitation. And then, truth. She's alive, he says. Luna. She survived. And she's pregnant. Steffi's heart stops. And then Finn finishes it. She's my daughter. The moment is nuclear. Steffi's body goes rigid. Her eyes glaze over. All the trauma, all the fear, all the nightmares she tried to bury come roaring back. You knew, she whispers. You knew and you didn't tell me. Finn stammers. I didn't want to lose this. You. The kids. I didn't want to ruin our homecoming. Our homecoming? Steffi snaps. You let me walk back into a lie. Into a trap. She steps away from him, jaw tight. I thought I was done with her. I thought I survived. And now you're telling me I'll never be free? She's pregnant, Finn says. But that doesn't mean. It means she's connected to you. It means she's connected to me. It means she's part of this family forever. There's no softness in Steffi now. No tears. Just rage. She looks Finn dead in the eye and says, I will not let her use this baby to get out. I will not let her manipulate you, or me, or any judge. If she thinks she can play the sympathy card, I will burn that courtroom down before I let her walk free. Finn tries to reach her, but she pulls away. You had a daughter, she says. And she tried to kill me. And then she leaves. The chain reaction is in motion. What happens next is a collision course of secrets, alliances, and long overdue truths. Poppy's betrayal leaves Luna exposed. Steffi's fury puts the Forresters on high alert. Bill's withdrawal cuts off Luna's last defense. And somewhere in the middle of it all is Will Spencer, the father of Luna's child, still reeling from the assault he didn't realize happened until it was too late. Elektra Forrester stands beside him, but their bond is fraying. The trauma runs too deep. The memory of Luna's deception contaminates every tender moment between them. Will can't touch Elektra without remembering that night, and Elektra can't look at him without seeing Luna's shadow. The Forrester family, long divided over loyalties, now unites behind Steffi. Ridge calls in his legal contacts. Brooke supports her daughter's every move. Even Thomas steps forward to say that Luna will never be allowed near the family again. Meanwhile, Poppy retreats to a neutral corner. She doesn't beg forgiveness. She doesn't seek redemption. A quiet tip to a reporter. A whispered truth to a rival. Something that ensures Luna's secrets are no longer confined to courtrooms and family gatherings, but will hit the public eye. Because if Poppy can't save her daughter, she'll make sure everyone knows exactly who Luna is. And Luna? She's not finished either. Inside her cell, she stares at the walls. Not broken. Not regretful. Just calculating. She knows she has no one left. But that doesn't mean she's powerless. She still has the baby. She still has Will's bloodline. And somewhere, deep in the cracks of the legal system, she knows there's a way out. Because if she's going down, she's not going alone. Monday, October 20th isn't just another episode. It's a turning point, a declaration, a warning shot. The mother is done protecting. The father is done pretending. The victim is done running. The predator is finally trapped. And the storm that's coming will leave no one untouched. Stay tuned. The war for power, truth, and justice has begun. And it's going to get ugly. The bold and the beautiful, the aftershock. Poppy's claim, Luna's collapse, and the price of a mother's ambition. Days pass after the court hearing. But no one in Los Angeles is at peace. The Nozawa name has become synonymous with scandal, betrayal, and pain. For the first time in her life, Poppy finds herself on the wrong side of everyone. The Forresters, the Spencers, even her own reflection. But she can't stop. She won't stop. Somewhere inside her, the idea has taken root. If she can secure Luna's baby, she can rewrite her legacy. It begins quietly. Meetings with lawyers, visits to doctors, whispers to contacts in the Department of Family Services. She paints Luna as fragile, unstable, incapable of parenting. She doesn't lie outright, she doesn't have to. The facts speak for themselves. Luna's confinement, her violent outbursts, her erratic emotional state, all Poppy has to do is push gently and the system does the rest. Meanwhile, Luna's world grows smaller. The psychiatric wing is sterile, colorless. Days blur into nights. She keeps asking for news about her baby. Whether she's healthy, whether anyone's told Bill, whether Poppy has visited, but no one answers. When Bridget Forrester visits to check on her progress, Luna clings to her hand like a lifeline. You have to help me, she pleads. They're trying to take her. My mother's trying to take my baby. Bridget tries to reassure her. We're just making sure you're stable. You'll get through this. But Luna's eyes dart around the room, full of panic. No, you don't understand. She thinks the baby's hers. She told me once if she could start over, she'd do everything differently. Now she can. Now she has the chance. Bridget sees the fear, the fragility, the raw wound behind Luna's words. She takes notes carefully. She knows the courts will ask for a professional opinion. And she knows Luna's state could make or break her future as a mother. Outside, Poppy waits in her car, engine running. She doesn't visit Luna. She can't. Instead, she calls her attorney. File the petition, she says flatly. Full custody, on grounds of mental incapacity. When the documents arrive at the hospital, Luna's world stops. The paper shakes in her hands as she reads it. Petition for guardianship of unborn minor, filed by Poppy Nozawa. Her vision blurs. Her breath comes in shallow gasps. She's taking her, she whispers. She's actually taking her. The nurse rushes in, but Luna's already on the floor, clutching her stomach, sobbing. The grief doesn't look like anger anymore, it looks like something breaking that can't be repaired. That night, in the dim light of her hospital room, Luna stares at the ceiling, numb. The tears have dried. The rage is gone. What remains is a hollow silence, the kind that frightens even the strongest. She whispers to no one, I just wanted to love her. I just wanted to be better. The next morning, Bridget meets with Finn. Her face is pale. She's deteriorating fast, Bridget says. The trauma, the stress, she's dissociating. If we don't intervene soon, she may lose touch with reality completely. Finn is torn apart. He sees his daughter's madness and his wife's fury. He sees Poppy's obsession and Bill's guilt. He sees a storm no one can control. So this is what love does to us, he mutters. Across town, Poppy stands in her living room, staring at a photo of Luna as a child. Her hand trembles. For the first time, she hesitates. She tells herself she's doing this for the baby. But deep down she knows. She's doing it for herself. To feel like she's still worth something. To fix a mistake that can't be fixed. Bill shows up unannounced. You filed the petition, he says, voice heavy. Poppy doesn't deny it. Do you even hear yourself anymore? Bill demands. You're turning into her, the woman who used to scheme, manipulate, and destroy everyone to get ahead. You're becoming the same kind of monster you say Luna is. Poppy's eyes fill with tears. But she keeps her chin up. If that's what it takes to save this child, then so be it. Bill shakes his head. You're not saving anyone. You're trying to erase your own guilt. But this isn't redemption, Poppy. It's revenge. The confrontation leaves her rattled. When he leaves, she slumps into a chair, clutching her chest. For a moment, she almost calls the lawyer to stop the process, but then, her phone buzzes. A message from the attorney. The court granted temporary guardianship. She freezes. The victory she thought she wanted suddenly feels like a punishment. At that exact moment, Luna is being transferred to a long-term psychiatric care unit. She doesn't resist. She doesn't cry. She just looks out the window, whispering softly, "She took her from me." Steffi visits Finn later that evening. She's calmer now, but firm. You can't fix this, she tells him. You can't save them. Some people are too broken to save. Finn doesn't argue. He just looks out the window. The same way his daughter did. Wondering how a family so connected by blood could be so completely destroyed by it. Back in her quiet apartment, Poppy sits alone, surrounded by legal papers and silence. She stares at the ultrasound photo of her grandchild, tracing the outline with her finger. I'll keep you safe, she whispers. I'll do it right this time. But outside, in the hospital miles away, Luna stares into nothingness, her eyes wide, her lips trembling, her mind lost somewhere between memory and madness. And as the camera fades, her voice echoes faintly, as if from a distance. Mama said she'd protect me too.